Hello and thank you for joining us again today on the Stephen Mendes channel, where we continue to educate, teach and inform on a wide range of subjects. Today's episode of 21st Century Music with host Stephen Mendes, lecturer in electronics at the University of the West Indies, continues to answer some questions concerning analog and digital audio. Thanks for joining us. In the previous episodes of the broadcast, we looked at various sample rates, the effects of the sample rates on the square waves. And today we're going to do a comparison of the perfect square wave coming out of the lab oscillator with the square wave coming out of our virtual analog synth, the Roland FA06. So we have the analog output of the Roland FA06 and the output of the oscillator going into an analog mixer and an analog amplifier, and we want to compare the two sounds which are at exactly the same frequency, and they are square waves, and we are listening to see if we can tell the difference. But we're doing more than that. We're doing more than that, people. In today's experiment, we are actually going to look at their output on a real-time audio analyzer, which will show the spectral content of the waves in the audio spectrum. So whether you think you can hear the sound or difference, and I honestly could not tell the sounds apart, and I have a fairly good musical ear, we will see that in actual fact, as far as the real-time analyzer is concerned, they are virtually identical. Over the last few weeks, we have done a number of experiments, scientific experiments, designed to separate the myth and the hype from the real reality of what's going on. We're anxious to educate you so that you can make an informed choice. Now, we are not saying to you that a lovely analog synthesizers such as you might purchase from synthesizers.com is not going to serve your needs well. It is going to produce excellent leads, basses and other lines, and you could probably even record an entire orchestra with it if you patiently record track after track, or you buy sufficient modules to be able to produce polyphony out of it. But nevertheless, we believe that you're not going to go backwards and replace all of your digital gear, your recording equipment and everything back to the analog standard. We have seen that analog modifies square waves in a different way to how the digital does, but we have seen that ultimately the square waves passing through the digital recording system produce higher fidelity overall than in fact any analog was capable of doing in the past. So therefore we believe that your ultimate decision in creating and producing music should be based on more than hype and myth. So we believe that probably you will want to have maybe one analog synthesizer in your rack for the ease of programming and creating sounds you can't get any other way. But the majority of your other tracks, your drum track, your bass and so forth, and whatever else you're creating, will be done with your standard digital synth, which is perfectly capable of using samples to create very authentic sounding real world instruments, whether you're dealing with pianos, plucked strings, or even hammered rods such as xylophones and so forth. So, thanks for watching the Stephen Mendes channel, and particularly the 21st Century Music episodes, where we help you to make better music and produce it. See you soon again.